morning. I welcome all of you for this online course, Writing Research Papers and Doing Literature Review. Thank Teachers Mitra Group for providing an opportunity for me to conduct this session, and I thank all the participants who have taken keen interest to learn about writing research papers and doing literature review. Research is one of the most important thing in academic life. Research gives you knowledge and difficult to move with an academic career. Here I am dealing with two major aspects. The first topic deals with writing research papers and the second topic is literature review. So first we will focus on writing research papers. So let's see the contents of online talk. So here we are discussing in this presentation about what is research paper, types of research paper, selecting the research paper, that is conceptual paper versus empirical papers, literature review, table format for literature review, hints for identifying the research gaps, and writing the literature review. So let's see one by one what is research paper. As you know, research paper is a form of academic writing. Teaching and research should go hand in hand. Teaching always support research. If you have research support while you are doing with teaching, it will be more effective with the students. A research paper analyzes the perspective or argues with a point. For example, many theories will focus on consumer perspective, consumer decision making models, marketing mix model, etc. Many research paper argues that some theories over a period of time so that cannot be implemented as now. By doing research, you may prove this is a theory which is proved now or may not be proved, like that. A research paper gives knowledge about practical adaptation of theoretical models. In marketing, finance and HR, we have different models. For example, if you consider marketing communication, you have attention, interest, desire, action model, Howard-Shape model for consumer buying decision making, circle model, that is Parashuraman has developed this wonderful circle model on that is service quality using rater approach, that is reliability assurance, tangibility, empathy and responsiveness. Kirkpatrick model with respect to the training and development of the organization, Bodilgini and Miller model with respect to financial decisions and profitability models, etc. So research tells may future research studies with respect to certain theory. For example, if you consider the theory of online platforms or the theory of planned behavior or theory of online buying. So unified theory of acceptance and use of technology, that is technology acceptance model formulated by Venkatesh and others, which is influenced on buying decision making, and they have developed a model on user acceptance of information technology towards unified view, UT it is called it as. It explains the user intentions to use an information system and subsequent usage behavior, how much they are interacted with the use of technology and how much technology is helping to change their perception about the products. Like this, you can develop a research paper, which is nowadays people are more using tech savvy and people are more using the technology for their buying decisions. This model helps to learn their characteristics. So what are the different kinds of research papers? We have four categories: conceptual paper, empirical paper, secondary data based papers and case study based papers. So here I am going to only with the two major papers, that is mostly we do conceptual papers and empirical papers. So what is conceptual paper? A conceptual paper addresses a question that cannot be answered simply by getting more factual information. It is a fact based research, you can call it as it is a fact based research. A purely conceptual question is one factual information is some of the information may not relevant with respect to the thing happening. Just whatever you have seen, based on that your observation, you are going to develop a paper. For example, if you say the CSC model, cognitive, affective and cognitive model of consumer behavior, we can also call it as an attitude model. We divide the concepts of thinking into three categories, that is cognitive, affective and cognitive, and we relate to this to purchase behavior of the consumers. Here we are linking the dimensions theoretically, how this cognitive, that is awareness, then how affective, how their feelings are associated with the product, and how cognitive, the impact, the behavioral, the action, how whether the consumer purchase the product or not purchase the product. So conceptual papers are not much involved with a statistical or hypothetical analysis. For example, you can click for UTIT model, you can click this paper. So another example I can use here is, you can do a conceptual research, health emergency and behavioral patterns of individual with respect to COVID-19. So here health emergency is based on situation that researchers want to collect information through observation, interviewing people, taking secondary data, published sources and note their opinions and build a statement like health emergency is influencing a behavioral change. He can build a model of health emergencies and a behavioral change like this. Next we'll move to what are the empirical papers. Empirical papers are nothing but based on the observation and experimentations. Here you will have a clear idea about the hypothesis. An empirical paper is a research article that reports result of a study that used data derived and actual observation or experimentation. Here you are going to do a hypothetical analysis, which factor is influencing on which factor. That is what we can call it as an empirical paper. In conceptual paper you are telling just about the concept. Here you are validating the concept. So how to identify the conceptual paper? When you download a paper, please observe these things. What conceptual paper carries? Conceptual paper focus on only theories, theory adaptation, models, and it discusses about aims and methods of theories, where the theory can be used and what are the potential contributions of researchers. For example, if you look at the paper of theory of planned behavior, you can identify these things. But empirical, if you download an empirical paper, it will have these dimensions. It will have an abstract, it will have an introduction, if it will have a data, what kind of data and data source, what kind of methodology, that is research methodology and sampling methodology, hypothesis, statistical analysis, discussions and conclusions, and it will give scope of further research. So conceptual papers based on fact information, here there is no hypothetical analysis. Here just they will give the idea about explanation of theories, relevance of theories. So in empirical papers you will find a statistical and hypothetical analysis, which the theory is proved or disproved, or you will find a developed model also. Next, one of the most important thing is literature review. Literature review plays very important role in research. A good literature review helps you in identifying and selecting the topic, streamlining the topic, identify the variables and gaps. It will give you roadmap for your research. Please note that every literature review based on theories, without a strong theoretical knowledge, it will be difficult to review papers. So once again, what is a literature review? Literature review is a theoretical contribution about a particular topic. Literature review plays important role in research. Literature needs strong theoretical knowledge. See, without theory, for example, if you are carrying out a research with respect to advertising impact on sales, you should have a knowledge of advertisement theories. For example, if take an example of AIDA model, attention, interest, desire, action, pre-test and post-test of advertisement on impact of sales. There are certain theories, advertising theories, which proves there is an association between advertisement and sales performance. So how you are going to prove it? For that you should have a strong literature. You have to identify variables with respect to the literature, then you can focus on your topic. So without authenticated, so authenticated means what here? Authenticated means your paper, your research should be very strong in terms of identifying the dimensions for particular area. For example, if you are doing a literature review on industrial clusters, so what kind of you should able to define what is an industrial cluster in your research context. So that we can call it as an operational definitions that I will deal with you later. So what is literature review? If you consider it as a definition, a literature review is a written document that represents a logically argued case founded on a comprehensive understanding of a current state of knowledge about a topic of a study. A case established a convincing thesis answers to a study question. Here, it is an argued comprehensive understanding current state of knowledge. For example, if you consider theory of planned behavior or theory of entrepreneurship, like this, you have a clarity about certain theories. AIDM model, Howard-Schacht model, Kirkpatrick model. These are all the theories. How much these people on these theories, how many people have identified certain factors that influencing on the consumer behaviors, so on buyer behaviors. How you are going to relate it into in terms of the execution of research. So you will be focusing on a literature. You are focusing on a literature which is past knowledge and current state. What the till 1990s how the theory has built, after 1990s how the purchasing theory has changed, that you will understand by doing the literature review. So what are the steps for literature review? First one, narrow your topic. First one is narrow your topic. See, consider your specific area of study. Most of the research students do, I will do it in marketing, I will do it in finance, I will do it in HR. So what are your area specific? Specify that, whether if you are doing in marketing, whether you are doing in industrial marketing, whether you are doing in content marketing, whether you are doing in entrepreneurship and marketing, whether you are doing in social media marketing, like this. You should specify your area of study. Then your interest should match your interest and your research. See, research should always have an interest. Without interest, research will not happen. So talk to your professors, brainstorm and try to collect the secondary data which is relevant to that field. So limit your scope and smaller the topic area. See, for example, some I have seen many people, some of the students will tell, they will define the topic advertising impact on sales with respect to India. Is it possible to collect the data from the entire country, whether advertising agencies will give the data? So such kind of questions will arise. So whenever you are selecting a topic, you should be very specific about your area and the topic. So first search, next is the search for the literature. Define your source selection criteria, that is what article published in specific data range focusing on a specific geographic region or specific methodology. For example, you are sitting in India and you should collect the literature based on Indian context. For example, profitability model of selected Indian companies. So you should select the data with respect to Indian companies and with a bounded reality. Then if you are going with an if you are going to study consumers, you are going to study retailers, the purchasing pattern, try to understand the study with respect to Indian segments rather than the foreign segment. If you are reading the foreign segment, foreign consumer behavioral style will be different and Indian consumers behavior will be different. Some variables may affect your research. So using keyword search, library database, with library database I will deal with later. Reference the list of recent articles. Please focus on the whenever you are doing research, please focus on at least 5 years before articles you collect. So include any studies contrary to your, for example, if you are telling that contradictory. For example, if your research is telling this thing is correct and some research is telling that wrong, why it is wrong, why this study has been wrongly interpreted, why this interpretation is wrong, that you need to clarify. So always select the articles based on the findings and conclusion. What is the finding, what is the final output of that research, you should focus by selecting any article. Organize selected papers by looking of the patterns by developing the subtopics. For example, let me take an example for my research. I have done a research on entrepreneurial marketing. So entrepreneurial marketing is one of the most beautiful topic which I have seen, and it was my interest to do a research on that. So most of the theses are not available in the Indian context, but I need to adopt that to in an Indian context. So what I did, so I have collected the articles which is entrepreneurship and marketing I have collected, and I have to try to build a relationship between these two, so you can develop a new concept and relate it to a current areas of your research. So develop the thesis statement, write 1 or 2 sentence statements summarizing the conclusion. Whenever you are reading your research, next I will deal with it with the table. You try to define what variables he has identified, what context he has given this statement. Try to analyze and write some findings. So then you start writing the review. So one thing I have noticed, I have developed a table format of literature review. When you are writing literature review, please remember these points. Have clarity on top. Which first you should have clarity. What kind of topic I am selecting, what kind of research I am doing, whether it is an exploratory research or a descriptive research or a causal research, that you should have clarity. What concept you are going through search, and what, if you are building a model, what are the variables you are going to deal with it. So have clear idea about theory or a concept. For example, if you are studying a consumer behavior, so there are different models of consumer behaviors are there. You should have clarity about those models. Please, whether this model concept there is related information, try to check whether this model information is available or not. Without for example, if you search one article which is not suitable for your research, it is very difficult when you present it in a research format. So before that, please check that whether the model or whether the variables are matching with your topic or not. So next, you discuss with your friends and colleagues about the concepts and theories. So if you are building any research paper with respect to consumer or a marketing or a finance, try to discuss with certain theories with your friends so they can give idea about it. So I have developed a table format which helps a literature review, which may help you to develop your literature review, which you can identify it easily. So while reading the articles, please fill this box so you can identify required variables and methods. So one note I want to tell you, never avoid basic roots. That's it. What you should have. If you have a strong theoretical knowledge, you can develop a very good research paper and you can produce a very good PhD. So now I will show you how you can build a table for this research. I have downloaded this from Emerald. So please referred research papers for writing a literature review. So avoid paid journals. Why you focus on this referred journals, I will tell you later. So this is the table format you have to focus on. See here, I have designed the table format. In first one is serial number, table of the article, and the title of the article is the effect of an entrepreneurial marketing on outcome goals of SMBs. I have next table is authors, Richard Batcherer and Donald, and what is the year of publication, 2012. So what are the keywords are focused in this table? Entrepreneurial marketing, value creation, opportunity, leveraging and excellence. What is the research design? When you go through this research paper, there will be a research design, exploratory research design this article has spoken, and what are the variables he has identified. So proactiveness, opportunity focus, leveraging, innovativeness, risk taking, value, customer intensity, and these are all entrepreneurial marketing variables. What are the firm variables? What are the entrepreneur variables? Company success, customer success, financial success, satisfaction with return goals, satisfaction with growth goals, excellence, and the entrepreneur standard of living. These are, so after the bracket, the company success, total standard of living, these are all entrepreneurial goals, and the starting variables are entrepreneurial marketing variables. So what are the sampling technique he has taken? He has stratified random sampling has taken, because he has categorized different industries in this paper. So what is the sample size? 1800 owners, operators from small medium sized businesses. See, when I was doing marketing PhD, I have focused on this paper because my paper is related to, my research is related to this area. That is why I have taken in SME using a national mailing list. So what is factor, the statistical tools used is factor analysis and regression analysis. What is the output result? So output result is entrepreneurial marketing impacts, outcome variables, particularly value creation, implications for entrepreneurs, like this. So what is the scope of further research? So life cycle of the firm. See, what is that life cycle, whether it is in an introduction stage or a growth stage or a maturity stage or a decline stage, like that you can study. Non-profit organizations you can study with respect to entrepreneurial marketing. Relationship between entrepreneurial marketing as business and personal outcomes. Studying SMEs is a key industry classification. Different industries you can take an example for entrepreneurial ventures, like this. So by using this format, how it helps you? You can identify how research paper is old or new. Next, you can identify variables, analyze different articles in the same domain or area. You can identify statistical tools adopted in different articles. Same statistical tools you can adopt in your research, since their sample size will be different, your sampling area will be different. You can identify the gap by understanding the scope of future research and understanding the variables which you have set for your own minds, which see, research gap is which the research has focused on different variables. They have set at different variables, but if you have found a new variable, if you want to insert a new variable which are not existed in the literature, that we can call it as a research gap which you want to identify. That is what, in case in future, that can be a research contribution with one variable. So this table can convert into a sentence format easily. So please focus on recent research papers, maximum 5 years. Like if it is in 2020, you can take the research paper from 2016 to 2020, because major developments will be happening on your current research, so you can develop easily. So I have written this, you can see the literature review. So how I have written, I have used the table and the paper also. So Bachelor et al., this exploratory study, since the study is exploratory, this exploratory study examines how entrepreneurial marketing dimensions, that is proactiveness, opportunity focus, leveraging, innovativeness, risk taking, value creation, and customer intensity, are related to qualitative and quantitative outcome measures of 172 SMEs. Out of 1800, he has taken 172 SMEs as a final sample of different sectoral, namely manufacturing, wholesale, distribution. See, he has here taken different sectors. So that is why he has used stratified random sampling. So, and the entrepreneur outcome variables, including company success, customer success, financial success, satisfaction with return goals, satisfaction with goals, excellence and entrepreneur standard of living. Using factor and regression analysis, these three outcome variables, that is financial, customer, and strong company success, emerge together. A separate factor analysis is identified, satisfactory growth and return goals. Stepwise regression revealed that entrepreneurial marketing impacts outcome variables and particularly value creation. See, this is one article, you can go ahead, and similarly you can focus on if you put this table in Excel format, and if you start putting the literature review like that, you can identify what are the variables they have used, and you can compare the variables. So you can compare the variables, compare the statistical tools, compare the sampling methodology. It will be easily understanding for you to write a literature review. So what are the sources of reference papers? EBSCO, Gestar, Emerald, Elsevier, Taylor and Francis, Sage Journals, Wiley Online Library, Springer, Harvard Business Review. For if you want to get an economic database, CMI, Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, Bloomberg Business, which is for finance, and you can visit library of IIMB and Indian Institute of Science, which has huge collection of databases. So this is all about writing research papers and doing literature review. So hope you have clear idea about writing research papers and literature review. Start writing good research papers and share your research with experts so you can get a better idea and you can develop a good research papers. Try to refer Scopus indexed and referred journals to write research papers. Once again, I thank Teachers Mitra members for providing opportunity to talk with you. Hope my presentation has helped you to get insight about the research. If you have any queries, you can mail me, and all the best for your research work. Thank you.